Greetings from Asian Confluence. India has changed the concept of women's development to women led development in the recent years. The shift reflects a change in perspective where women are not only seen as the recipients of development, but are an active participant and a leader in the developmental process. I am Samhita Nandi, Director Outreach Asian Confluence, and I welcome you to yet another episode of Groundspeak. In today's episode, we look into the depths of the Women-Led Development Program in the state of Meghalaya. This initiative has been developed and executed by the Meghalaya State Rural Livelihood Society in collaboration with the Art of Living and Asian Confluence. These three institutions together created this really unique symbiosis where the Meghalaya State Rural Livelihood Society appoints community gender health assistants. Art of Living sensitizes them in health, hygiene, nutrition, and gender-related issues, and also teaches them a breathing technique, which kind of helps them to manage themselves better. After all, if you don't look after yourselves, you absolutely can't look after others, and that is how the world is. Asian Confluence, on the other hand, enhances the skills of these volunteers with a leadership training so that these volunteers can act as an instrument of change in their local communities. To know more about this project, we have with us a very special guest, Ms. Memorial Kalamalki, State Mission Manager, Social Inclusion and Social Development, the Meghalaya State Rural Livelihood Society, Licensing Officer of Meghalaya Early Childhood Mission. Welcome, Kong Memo, to this episode. And let me start by congratulating you and your entire team on the wonderful work that you're doing in the state of Meghalaya.
Thank you, Samhita, for inviting me for this interview today.
So, Kong, before we start, I would request you to please first give us an overview of the Women-Led Development Program. What inspired its inception? What are its primary goals and objectives?
Yeah, so it has been a very interesting story how this program has got initiated in our state. So it is during the Christmas holiday when on 24th of December 2022, I just received a phone call from Sir Ramakrishna Chatturi. He is an IAS officer. He is the head of our office. So I received a call from him, and then he informed about this program, and he said like please have a detailed discussion with Shabri. She'll be able to tell you in details what the program is all about, but he has mentioned that definitely the program would really help a lot uh, for our women on ground. So on that line, I contacted Shabri, and then I came down in Asian Confluence. Then we have a long conversation. We discuss in details, and then she briefed me the program which has been ongoing across the country. And she also mentioned like a lot of impact which has brought in many women's across the country. So that also tickled me and triggered my mind that we also have many women in our rural communities who have also undergone the same problem challenges in life, in everyday life.
So,
And also like we are dealing with the most marginalized poor women, underprivileged, who have been suffering a lot in their life. So getting the idea and understanding about these women led development training modules and programs, it has really tickled my mind. And I hope that I feel that we should connect, and we should have initiated and partnered with with Art of Living as well as Asian Confluence for the betterment of our women. Then I decide like I should pilot with the social capital that we already have on ground, which we call community gender and health activists, and
mm,
see the impact through them, or to be, disseminate further at the ground level. And then, and again, I'm not so confident at that point of time. Then I told Shabri, like, let me just try with few months with few women and see what is the outcome after that. Then finally we will come to a formal MOU signing or something like that. Then we come into a consensus decision, both of us, and then uh, we agreed upon, and then we decide to start the program. And then we got to start the program from 13th of February in 2023. So we prepared all the logistical arrangements, get it all done in file, approved by the higher authority, and inform the community, bringing all these CGHAs to come and attend this program. So I also make sure that I myself sat and observe and see how the program is ongoing, and how it would really help our women. What are the different component or other key indicators which are missing from our trainings, because we are also
Yeah,
imparting a lot of training to women
yeah,
to ensure that women one day will be empowered, because that is our main goal and objective and mission as well from the NRLM. So that is how I myself observe and witness the real impact, and also the changes that it has brought in to these women who have attended this training within this few 2 months. Then I finally decided, like, yes, we should go ahead and sign a formal MOU with Asian Confluence and the Art of Living to brought changes, and also to groom us many more as it can be the change agent on ground through our CGHAs, community gender and health activists. We are expecting them to bring so much of changes on ground. So that is how we got into signing of MOU and partnered, and we have gone ahead with what we have been decided. Yeah.
okay. So, Kong, this brings us to our next question. Like you just mentioned, that the Meghalaya State Rural Livelihood Society was already doing a lot of work in the sector of sustainable livelihood and women empowerment. But what I would want to know from you is, how has this program evolved after the remodeling with the health and leadership training, and what impact has it had on the community as a whole?
Yeah. So yeah, yet again, like, just to brief you on the on the journey of MSRLS in implementation of the National Rural Livelihoods Mission Program at the state. So we have been able to brought in or mobilize more than 4 lakhs and
Yeah.
28,000, more than that, household into the SAG network. And these
Mhm.
women, as I have mentioned earlier, they are from the most marginalized, poor women
That's a huge
and
number, Kong. That's a very big
underprivileged.
number. That's a
Yes,
very big
it's
number, Kong.
yeah, we almost covered 92% of the household, the target households within the community. I mean,
Wow.
in the rural villages. So we are
Hmm.
almost like able to brought in the mainstream, which we have thought of creating a platform, enabling environment where these women can voice out, and they can discuss
Right.
among themselves, work collectively. Although the ultimate goal is to ensure that they have sustainable livelihoods, but however, if they themselves, they still live in a very stressed environment, and where they are not able to come out from there, so no matter what, how much we have supported them, things will not happen. So just to tell you that from the government, we have provided more than 500 crores of money as community fund, supporting these poor households through through the representative of women into the self-help groups. And also we have been federated into higher federation, so that again these higher federation will be able to play bigger roles in terms of addressing social issues, and also bringing in more development within their community, be it that at the village level, be it the cluster level, and we are expecting much more. And also the mission have a clear mission, that not only livelihoods, but also we want to see more women as good leaders in future, like through empowering them. So like in our training modules, we have been grooming them how to how to take their responsibility, own the whatever activities, whatever assigned, whatever things that they see that they need to do on ground. So they should own it, and they should feel it, and also they should find a way on their own, to solve those issues which either affect them, affect their family, or even the community at large. So that is what we have been doing. But however, coming back to the impact and the differences that we experience by partnering with Art of Living and also with Asian Confluence, is because like we have never learned in our training, and we have never had the knowledge of, the breathing techniques, and also the yoga postures, which also impacted in different ways in our body, mind, and soul. So that is, the mixture of the content, and also with the exercises that is being mixed and blend together. I think it has, it has resulted into a very beautiful product, which has really impacted our women a lot. We know that they have the skills, we have seen, we have tried from our end also to give them communication skills,
Right.
facilitation skills, but somehow we could see that that our women are still stuck somewhere, because maybe we don't have the expertise to understand. Could be. So whatever we
Absolutely.
have taught them, we have taught like maybe the outside thing, not the internal thing, which really bothered a woman. So but we realize that they are not able to, to give the best potential that they have within them. But however, the training that the Art of Living has given through breathing techniques, that give a women more confident. It makes them more calm, and they are, they realize that they need more attention for themselves, they need to love themselves more. And then that will push them to love others, and that will push them to give the best for others. And also the yoga postures also, like it helps them a lot to improve in terms of their physical well-being. So that is how the differences of the trainings that we have been imparting, and the trainings that they have learned and experienced, through the partnership with Art of Living and Asian Confluence. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Kong, you've been talking a lot about yoga, and this brings us again. I would, in today's world, the environmental pollution, increased pace of life, psychological problems that most of us suffer from, eating habits, all of us, this leads to so much of stress and tension. But they say that research has shown that breathing right can really help us, and it is highly beneficial to tackle such situations. So, do you think the breathing techniques, which you just said, of course, it has taught these volunteers and have impacted them in a way that would you like to share some of their personal experiences with us on how they've been impacted with the yoga and the breathing techniques that they've been taught?
Yeah. So
We'd love to hear
yes,
some
definitely.
examples.
So it has been really an overwhelming experiences even for myself, and also seeing that these women has, gone back, and they have really shared like so many things has, has changed them as a person altogether. The way that they think, the way that they start the day, and also the way that they see others. So what they have, what they have shared is that through the breathing technique, so they experience that they have more calmness in their life. And also like like what they have done is that from the training that they have received, they have gone back, and then they have started teaching their children, they have started teaching their husbands, and even practice as a family. So they used to click pictures and send to us in WhatsApp group.
Wow.
So it has really inspired us a lot. And then the best thing that I really learned is that they go back and even start teaching their even grandparents, teaching them a breathing techniques. So that is how I learned that, during the review meeting that we normally have with them through online interaction and all of that. They share that, even their parents or even their grandparents, like it has reduced, their uh, smoking. So that,
Oh,
I mean, small things, but has really impact. And also the best thing is that like before, like our women, they are very busy in their life. We understand like every women
mhm.
are very busy. So once we
Yeah.
got up, so things is already in our mind, like many activities in line, already in line in our thoughts, like we will start with this one second, like etc. that is how we begin the day. But then it was just, it's so overwhelmed to see that these women now, they have taught, they have started the day in a different way. So they woke up
Yeah.
early in the morning. So first thing they do, breathing techniques. So which is really, I mean, I'm so happy, I'm really so happy, because now they have become more health conscious. So like they said, like by doing the breathing technique, so they can perform better, they get more strength, to perform activities in the entire day. So they remain active, and so those things has really, make me so happy to hear and to see that they have been doing. So I'm expecting a lot more from many more of our CGHAs through these trainings.
Kong, I remember when I was chatting up with you, you had also mentioned this girl who couldn't sleep for close her eyes and sleep. Would you like to share with us that story? Because I found it so inspirational.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would not like to name her, but
Yeah, yeah,
anyway,
please
we
don't.
want to
Yeah,
keep it
please don't. Yeah,
unanimously. So, yeah, that is also another experience which really, even make me tear down, because, like, I can never expect that such things also will happen. Like, the women will experience there and then itself. So it seems like there's one of our CGHAs who have come all along the way from Garo Hills, and then she attended this training. And then, the first day, like a normal situation, like people, like women will not be like so open,
yeah,
because it is for the first time that they have come and
true.
start experiencing such kind of training. So back in the mind, so they might have had so many things, what will happen and what kind of training this is all about. But however, gradually, and subsequently in the other day when they come back and sit for the training, so they experience that there are changes in the body, in their mind, in the thought, and they start opening up. And likewise, this women also, like, she starts sharing the experience of her life. And she has informed us, she told us, like, for the last 1 year, she have not been able to sleep properly. Like, she has been sleeping with an open eye because of the fact that she lost her father, and then she has become so stressed and overstressed, I think so, with depression and all of that. So maybe her nerves or her veins must have shrink or something like that. So that has affected her eyes also, and she could not close her eye while sleeping. So then she has also tried to find ways and means to seek help, but that doesn't help her. But it was just like a miracle or something, I would say, through this breathing techniques and yoga exercises. It has helped her, to enable to close her eyes while sleeping just within 2-3 days of this training. So that is so amazing to hear. And she literally cried, and she cried literally, because she was so thankful to the trainers. So we are so happy to have excellent trainers from Art of Living, from Asian Confluence. We have the best trainers and the best teachers who give them, not only the technical trainings, but also they give them emotional support. They give them sensitive support. That is how our women has become more open to them, and they are able to open up whatever stress in life that they have undergone, and whatever challenges that they have, be it small, be it big, any, it could be from any angle, but they will never hide to them. So that is how they got help. That is how this training has really impacted them, because whatever that struggle that they have within them, so they are able to open up and tell
Yeah,
everything. And also they have people around who guide them and show them the way how you should go, get out from this issues and problems that is bothering you right now.
true.
So yeah, that is how this women also has experience, and it has been the best learning for all of us. Yeah, if it would
Kong,
have been like, if she doesn't share this,
mm,
this, I would say, a miracle with us,
yeah,
we would not have
never
known
know.
about it. But
True,
like,
true.
she can't stop, like she can't hold within herself. She just want to cry it out. She just want to pour it out to tell everybody, see, this is what has happened to me. So yeah,
So
it's
amazing.
really inspiring to all of us.
It is truly. And these young people are volunteers, they're getting trained to be leaders, young leaders in their community. And it's nice that they are, first you need to heal yourself and be stronger yourself before you can be the strength to the society. So it's great to see that that's happening, I think.
Yes, definitely, that is very true, because we see many young girls, many young women, and even the elderly ones also, they have come and attend this training. So, whatever the hurdles that they have undergone within themselves, so they're able to get friends around, listening from others encourages them, like, make them like, I also have this kind of problem. Why not I also tell them? Like, why
Yeah,
not I also seek help from other friends of mine, so that
true, true.
many more of my women of my neighbor, because they know them well, they have been facing the same issues and challenges. So they realize that if I seek help, if I get help, I'll be able to go back and help her and help my friends too.
True.
So that is how the atmosphere and the environment of this training is all about. So, so we could really see that the potential that they have within them, so it really spelled out when they have gone back after the training. So many of our women now, they have become really a good leaders, I would say, because on
Yeah,
their own, they have taken a lot of initiatives without waiting any instruction, without waiting anyone to assign them a
very
job,
motivated.
anyone to guide them, go here, go there, do this, do that. They are no longer waiting for that, so they go back from here with a very clear mind, with
Mm.
an action plan very clear in the mind, where to start, how to start. So they prove, and they also like shared pictures every time they did the activity on ground. So that is how the real healing happens to these women. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Kong, there is this another subject, periods, though a natural thing, is still considered a taboo subject, which is not supposed to be discussed openly. Now, this heavy silence around menstruation in the communities, combined with limited to no access to information on menstrual health and hygiene, is a critical issue, right? Especially in the rural areas. Now, how does this program address these concerns? And what strategies have been most effective in promoting menstrual health and hygiene among the women in Meghalaya?
Yeah, absolutely, Samita. That is very, very true. So, I don't know. Somehow, like people think that menstruation is something that it should not be shared openly.
Yeah.
It is linked very sacred to a woman. So
Hmm.
people, even the surrounding, and then the people around think that this should not be made known to anyone, as if like or like it is something that it's very bad to tell, or it looks very ugly even to let people know about it. So
Yeah, I wonder why
that
though.
is
It's so
imbibed, that
natural.
is there in everybody's mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
So this is happening not only in rural villages, so I realize even in urban setup also this mindset
absolutely.
is still the same. So the stigma, the
Absolutely.
taboos, it's same,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
It's the same.
So I was just wondering, like, the kind of facilitation provided by the trainers in this training, where they showed them how bad effect of uh, in case if we are not taking care of ourselves during the menstrual period, so how it will affect our cervix, and how it will affect a uterus as a woman, and how
Uh,
ultimately that will really impact the productivity of a woman herself. So, and also
yes.
they have been taught how to how to adopt those yoga exercises to strengthen the inner uterus, and to strengthen
Mm.
the muscles, and lot of things to improve the cycle, the menstrual cycle. And also with by doing those exercises, it helps in reducing the period cramps that they have. So they have been taught also what to eat and what not to eat during the menstrual cycle. And also they have been taught not to hide but to tell, because like women at that point of time, they also need to take proper rest. because their body, they'll be losing a lot of bloods and all of that. And also they have been
Yes.
taught like how to consume IFA tablets, so that to address anemia, because like women lose a lot of blood during the menstrual period. So so these women learn all these things, and then they try to connect themselves how they have been experiencing during the menstrual period. So they feel that why should I only keep in myself? So I have to break this taboo, I have to break this stigma, I have to go and tell my many more friends, and have to go and tell back to my SAG members. They are
Mm.
all women, they need to know about
Mm.
this. Not only women, men also needs to learn about this,
Absolutely.
because they have to be sensitive enough when the women, or when the wife, or when the daughter, or when their when their sisters are having periods. So they have to know about this. So but unless they have proper information and knowledge, they will not be able
Yeah,
to speak it out. So
true.
we have seen, like I've seen more than I would say an average of more than 300-400 of adolescent boys and girls, have been taught on this subject now through our CGHAs. So they have
Oh,
gone from school to school, teaching the school kids on menstrual hygiene, teaching them on how to adopt these yoga postures, which will enable the the will which will ease the women while they're having periods. And also teach the girls like how to seek help if they have problem while having a menstrual cycle. So these are all the small thing which has happened. But I guess this is a good opening, or this is a good start, I would say.
absolutely. I think.
Yeah.
I think teaching children about menstrual health, be it boys or girls at their school level, I think is going to really help remove the taboo around menstruation in the future. Because people are going to think of it as a natural process, and this taboo that is there in our head, that the blockage that we can't talk about periods, that is slowly going to go as the younger generations are educated about it, I think.
Right, that is very true. Because I'll share you my experience also, because I have
Mm,
been working on ground with these women, young boys, and all of that. So when we are doing the demonstration with regards to women, menstrual hygiene, so
mm,
there have been always a tendency which the boys will say, no, 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 I will not be able to to explain this, because I feel shy, because I will not know, you know better, because you are a woman, because you are a lady. So
mm.
like in most of the cases, the boys will will push to his to his friend who is a lady colleagues. So we could see, like, even among the professionals also, this kind of mindset is there, like despite they have undergone many trainings, but
Yeah.
that is still there with them. So we
Yes.
have to, that's what, like, this is not just a one time exercise, or just one time orientation or sensitization.
No, no,
We'll
no.
see a change, but definitely we'll have to, we'll have to
Keep working.
keep on reminding in
Yeah.
every platform, I guess, in every platform.
True.
So we have it has to be started right from within our family. So when we have a boy child, we have to start teaching them as well, when about the, I guess it should be like, it should
Absolutely.
be
Yes, yes,
started
yes.
from
I
within
agree
our
completely.
family. So that is how we have been teaching these women also. If you want to see things happening besides you or within your surrounding, you have to show the example from within. So, like, you should go back and start initiating whatever you have learned from the training, initiate first from within your family.
True, true. So, Kong, since this program is aimed at making leaders, in what way does it promote women's active participation in various aspects of society, for example, economic, political, and social spheres? And could you share some success stories or notable achievements of the program that highlights its effectiveness in promoting women's development and empowerment?
Yeah. So I would like to share, the initiatives that has been taken by the state government of Meghalaya. So in 17 of November 2020, so the government of Meghalaya has, has approved the reservation for women to contest for an election on the leadership position at the village employment councils within the village. So that itself has, create an enabling platform for the women to come forward and contest for election. So somehow we could see and we could witness, like, through the SAG network that we have been promoting. So we have seen like many women have had that confidence, and also they have that courage to come forward and, nominating themselves and contest for election. So I'm happy also to mention, like, now more than 3,000 of our SAG women have contested for the election, for the, for the leadership position at the VEC level. And also they have also they have won the election, and now they have been, either the chairperson or the secretary of these village employment councils. But winning and sitting on the chair itself will not have so much of impact unless you have a voice and you are able to utilize your position. So yes, one thing which they have won, then they have got the opportunity, that is great. But somehow, we still see that these women have not been able to take decision on their own. They like they have sat on the chair, but they have not been able to play the role effectively as expected, being provided with such a good platform and the best opportunity. So I realized that through this training, so it has, enabled our women to be more polished and more able to devise a plan, to develop a plan for their family and especially for the community at large. And also I could see they will be much better leaders and much better in a position to, lead the team or to lead the community, because they themselves, they are much more polished now in terms of understanding on the needs, in terms of understanding on the strategy, and, in terms of leading the team as a whole. So uh, that is very much required for any leaders or anyone who will be sitting on any position where they'll have to drive the community at large. So yeah, that is how this training will add more value to the existing system that has already been established by the government.
So, Kong, this brings us to this another aspect of women empowerment. So, Meghalaya, as you know, is well known for being the matrilineal society. But having said that, we all know that women in Meghalaya are not only just Meghalaya, the entire world, I must say, is not entirely free from biases. So, how does the program address gender based discrimination and stereotypes that may hinder women's progress in Meghalaya? Are there any notable changes in attitude towards women's role in society that the program has contributed to?
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely, worldwide, Meghalaya is being known as matrilineal society. But the fact is that, the system itself, it's still patriarchal in a way.
Yeah, it
Because,
is.
when it comes to decision making and when it comes to representation at the, bigger platform at the
Yes,
community, so you will see always men in front. So,
true.
yeah, so there, although we have witnessed and we have seen a lot of change now has happened through these SAG network, I'll tell you, and these women has become now more empowered in a way. So
Hmm.
now they have the courage to come and voice, and also uh, uh, I will not say challenge, but uh, they're able to even show men, like, how
Give
we
their
should,
opinion.
yeah, how we should lead the, the entire community to bring in a community, a peaceful community, a good community, by working together. So
True.
that's why I have mentioned in the previous statement of mine also, like, more women now, they have the courage, they have the confidence now to come forward and contest for election, for the higher position at the community level. So that itself, it speaks that they are more, what to say, they have more knowledge now, and they are more confident now, to to take the position without any hesitation.
That's
And
amazing.
also we could see like the appreciation from the community, because in most of the cases, nowadays you'll see that any big program which is being hosted, be it at the village level, be it at the at the cluster level, be it at the block level. So our women is always in the front right now. So be it sharing the case study, be it sharing any good and success stories. So our women will always be on priority list nowadays. So I'm hopeful like many more changes should come.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
So, Con, the women's leadership is a significant focus of this particular program, right? So, could you elaborate on the leadership development initiative within the program and the impact on women's leadership roles in the community as a whole?
Yeah. So after the experience and the trainings and the capacity building that has been imparted by the art of living, and also by the Asian Confluence. So we I could really witness like our women have realized the issues which has really affected women. Say example, I'll give you example, like Meghalaya itself, like we have a high maternity rate, and also infant mortality rate.
Mm.
Because of the fact that these women never realize the importance of ANC checkup, they never realize of proper rest, they never realize the importance of good food. They that never comes to the mind. And also
Mm.
they never realize that they should go and to give delivery in the institutional deliveries, where it is being provided for them, because they feel like no, we have enough strength and we can do ourselves, like we don't need them. We have much more better people on ground, like we have like traditional birth attendant who always been there in any of the village, like who have been practicing this from time immemorial. So people like our women, they still have that in their mind, you know so. And also they will never listen to you, whatever and however in many times that you will sensitize, you will teach them, but that will never get inside the brain. Okay. And they never feel that it is it is bad and it is dangerous for them. But after attending this training, so the kind of module and content that that is being taught to them, the self realization, and and seeing themselves and scanning themselves, what is what is there inside which affect them. So be it health related, be it emotional, be it stress, be it anything. So they screen themselves, so they examine themselves, so they understand like where the problem lies, and where they could see the source of the problems within themselves, and the root cause of the problems that affected them, that they have not been able to perform in the past.
So, this brings us to our last question. We've heard so much about this program and all the good that is being done around. So, there is this one thing that I would want to ask you is what are some of the main challenges of the program, that the program has encountered and its efforts to promote women's development and leadership in Meghalaya? What has been your hurdles, in promoting this program? And how have you addressed these challenges?
Okay. So yeah. So the major challenge that we could see while inviting participants for this training is that people have already baggage in their mind, like why should we go for that training? It's all about yoga, it's all about religious, something that is already there in their mind. That is
Mm.
the mindset of the participants, and also the superstitious and beliefs that they have within them. So somehow that has become a challenge. And also there are some elder women who influences the younger girls and younger women. Like, even if they come themselves and attend the training, but however they hinder them to participate and take part during the training. So they
Mhm.
give them negative inputs,
Feedback.
or they feel that, why should we do this? This will not help us. This is nothing to us. We have better ideas, and we have better knowledge. So I feel that that has become a challenge for all of us. But however, there are also like-minded people. There are also open-minded people within the team who says, no, we want to see and we want to experience ourselves and see how does this take us after the training. So and ultimately we could see, like, during the course of the training, we could see that even the negative mind with negative thoughts on baggage that they have come along with them while coming from home, so by the end of the day, they are the one who are sharing the best of the experience that they have had. So be it the experience of the body, which they have come, when they have come, they always have gastritis problem, they have joint pains, they have neck pain, they have period cramps, and they have stress, trauma, and all of that. But then by the end of the day, they are the one who will be happily stand on the stage and share, like, what they said, like, oh, I would have been regretting if I would have gone back from the first day itself. So so that mindset has just changed within 3 days. So I guess this the process, the contents, the methods that has been adopted during the training give these women give these women an opportunity where they can open their mind, and also the process itself trigger them to change, and also seeing that the change and experience the change within themselves. So make them realize that I should throw my baggage which I have brought from home. So now I have to go as a new human being with a new thought, a new mind, and I want to be a change agent, going back home to bring more changes within the community and bring in the new generations. She like they decided to see that much more changes and much more better generations will be there within our state.
It was truly inspirational to listen to you, Kong Memo. Asian Confluence wishes you success in all your future initiatives and endeavors. Thank you so much for taking
Thank
out
you.
time and being with us here today.
Thank you for this opportunity. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please tune in to the Ground Speak series for more such episodes. Thank you.